What's going on, good people? T Rock, what you got for us?
I have everything in the world of wrestling to talk about today. Well, not everything, but I like to think so anyway. You know what I'm saying? Talk about one of my passions, man, with somebody who enjoys the passion with me, the Don. What's going on, my man?
Hey, I know all the wrestling fanatics out there are waiting to hear what we got going on today. And we got a little bit, but we don't want to keep y'all jammed up all day. We know today's Father's Day. So happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Hey, happy
Happy
Father's Day to you,
Father's,
T Rock. To
Happy
you.
Father's Day to you.
No, to you.
No, man, to you.
All right, all right. So, hey, let's get moving. Let's get stomping. Let's get in the ring and start talking about what's been going on these past couple of weeks. And hey, you know what? I'm just going to start it off with a little AEW. That AEW, they had the summer blockbuster. That's what they called the Wednesday night show the past week. Had summer blockbuster. So they had shows. They had great matches going on like they usually do. Their storylines might not be the best, but their matches are. They have some great ones. And I want to start from let's start from the bottom, I guess we'll say. And some of these guys, Adam, we got Hangman Adam Page, and the Death Riders are sending a message to him. And after they had the brawl the other couple weeks ago with the Stampede, the arena, the
Anarchy in
everything
the
going on in
arena.
the arena, and the arena arc,
Anarchy
what
in the
was it?
arena. I got you.
Yeah, yeah. They have so much going on here, it gets mixed up all together. I tell you that. But so you got the end of the show. They had to take out Adam Page. They trying to put him through chairs. They chairs to neck. Try to put the chair over top, and then you actually got, the ink the associates, the main guys, I guess you want to call them now these days, the brothers. They trying to help out too. We don't know what's all going on. I tell you, but when now you got associates of several guys are kind of teaming up that you would have never thought just to take out the Rough Riders. You got Samoa Joe, Adam Page, Swerve Strickland. Powerhouse Hobbs. Who would have thought this association would have come about?
The ops.
The Ops.
Yeah, see, yeah. They basically put a hodgepodge of guys together, you know what I'm saying, who's had some history with some of these other guys, you know what I mean, for the Death Riders and all that stuff. Now, here's the thing: this is their opportunity, not the wrestlers, but AEW, Tony Khan's opportunity to actually create a good story. There should be a good story behind this. Make this all mean something instead of just a whole bunch of dudes, the Ops versus the Death Riders, and you know what I'm saying, and this, great. Again, I always said AEW has good matches. They just don't have great stories. You know what I'm saying? And if there is a story, it's typically it's not low or mid card, it's typically high card type stuff. This is high card type stuff. Please give us a story. Make me want to watch this more.
Right, right, right. That's. They make me watch because of the matches. I got
Yeah.
you got to say your favorite people. The good wrestlers they got right there. But like the storyline does be locking. It does be
Yeah.
locking at that. It does. No doubt about that. But
Right.
talking about wrestlers, my match tonight already it started the show off. It started the show off. It was Will Ospreay against Swerve Strickland. Ended in a time limit draw. Of course they're gonna put on a pretty match. Of course it's gonna be move after move after move, reversal after reversal. They did what you expect to happen, and it was a great showing. But a time limit draw. They went the first 30 minutes of the show, all in. I tell you, it was great to watch. But
Yeah, and I have to do this. That way, there's no losers. You know what I mean? Nobody gets hurt by losing in this match. It's either going to be a time limit draw or shenanigans. One of the two, right? And nobody gets hurt either way. You know what I'm saying? As far as wins and losses, and because supposedly wins and losses matter in AEW. But yeah, here's the thing. I like matches like this. I really do. The only thing is, for me, when matches like this, is that when you have those impact moves, and then they just get up from them, and and do whatever. It's just you can do a Canadian destroyer and just pop back up and kick somebody in the face. You know what I mean? And then you do a move, and then y'all both laying there like, It just took everything out of y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, stop. Come on, man. Just, take the move and act like it's devastating. You know what I mean? I get it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I get a different brand of wrestling. But the moves don't mean as much if if you just pop up from them.
Very, very true. I tell you that. Yeah, I feel you on that. I definitely mean because half those matches, I mean those move sets, hey, it'd be finishing moves in anybody else's ring. I mean, right. So, yeah, hey, they got to get somewhere with this. I mean, hey, because all them against, it's the whole Death Riders and the other side. It got to come out to something. I'm kind of tired of Death Riders myself, but hey.
Yeah, it's like the Judgment Day.
We know how you feel about Judgment Day.
Jeez.
But I tell you what else is happening in AEW? They are starting they have unified a new title. And with that being said, Okada and Omega take their titles and they have unified them together. So I don't know what they're gonna call it. I mean, this the unified title. I mean, you got the international title and the continental title. Do you call it the international continental title or what?
Oh, they'll figure out something. Yeah, they'll figure it out. The match itself should be pretty good. I mean, Okada Omega never put on a bad match, especially like over in New Japan and things like that. And I think they've even done maybe once in AEW now, I think. But they've always put on great matches. So the match itself should be good. You know what I'm saying? The title is just an afterthought in this match for me. It's just a title match, but I don't think it's gonna. We'll see how much it's gonna hold weight just because of the people wrestling for it. But we'll see after that.
Yeah, and you know what? I think I might heard they might not have even wrestled in AEW yet. So if maybe once, but I think I might read.
I thought it was a Forbidden Door match, but I could be wrong.
Yeah. Okay. It might have been it then. Yeah. Okay. I think I do remember that. You might be right with that. All right. Yeah. So what else they got coming this Wednesday though is the Grand Slam in Mexico. So you're gonna get quite a few matches for that. I mean, it's another 4-hour show. Like the last show was 4 hours, but this show also is going to be 4 hours. They're going to have Dynamite and also Collision on the same night. So it's going to be the 2 hours, then the 2 hour for Collision. And it was packed last week, but they had a couple bumps in because it wasn't no matches like really don't really care for. But there was a lot of those matches on Collision. But they by the unified, they're gonna wrestle for the unified title, I do believe. No, or is that Slammiversary? But
yeah, that's something different.
Yeah, that's the next pay-per-view, I think, after that. But they gotta have it's gonna be quite a few matches for this coming Wednesday. So hey, I will be on the lookout for AEW this Wednesday coming up to see what's going on.
Yeah, it's like their answer to Worlds Collide almost.
Yeah. And then I think WWE was talking about trying to get something going back to Mexico on that.
As they should.
All right, but now let's go. We're going to step down to NXT. NXT, we got Miss Blake Monroe has showed up. And as in that is Maya Moore. Mariah. What else? Yeah. Mariah Moore debuts in NXT. So that was we knew that was coming. There was a lot of talk out there but I think she showed up sooner than I expected. I was like, wow, like did she just leave? It was felt like it didn't take no time.
And it shouldn't take any time. You know what I mean? I mean, why should why should there be a gap between the time she leaves, she drops the title? That's great. You know what I'm saying? She had a great run, but let's keep it 100. It's been, I would say, and I obviously I can't speak for all wrestlers, but I will say it's been most wrestlers' dream to wrestle in WWE for better or for worse. So this is her opportunity to make some noise, right? And to do her thing. So we'll see how it goes. You know what I mean? But I think she'll do well. I just want to see how Shawn Michaels, because she's got to learn the WWE ways now, right? So, and I want to see how they push her and stuff like that. Because I don't see her in the title run quite
Right.
yet. Definitely be there soon.
Take her slow. Take her slow. But it's kind of funny. I was reading somewhere where her name is actually an adult film producer's name that's big. So it's
That's
like,
terrible.
yes. Like, did anybody think about this before they named her? It was just like, really?
WWE just wants to be able to have the copyright on a name for a wrestler. You know what I'm saying? So they can make some little extra cash on it. There's very few
Right.
wrestlers that's come out of promotion that's actually got to keep their name.
Mm, mm, mm. Boy, I tell you, it is funny. So now in NXT, and they had the worlds collide like we was just talking about. So, hey, oh, hold on. We got a special guest in the house. Special guest in the house. Hold on. Let me see.
Uh-oh.
Special guest.
Uh-oh. Well, where we headed?
All right. You know we back with El Don Mascara. And we are in the house because we talk lucha libre. That is what I do. Yeah. So what went on in NXT Triple Eight Worlds Collide? Your boy.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Your guy right there, El Hijo del Viniciro versus Chad Gable.
What did you just say? El Hijo del Vikingo.
Vikingo.
Yes,
Versus Chad Gable. It was a great one.
It was. I told you it was going to be. I told you it was going to be.
You did say that.
Can I tell you the only thing I did not like about this PLE? I guess that's what they call it, since it was on YouTube. So I don't know what they want to call it. But we're going to go ahead on here and call it PLE. The only thing I did not like about this was Conan on the commentary.
I'm with you.
It was a good idea in spirit, but the execution was terrible.
He was slow. He dragged on.
It had to be a last minute thing.
It had to be. Who made that decision?
Because he didn't even know half the moves from the other wrestlers. He's asking, "Whoa, what's that finisher called?" Like, my man, I can see it as clear as day. Anyway, he did all his homework. He knew all the moves from all the AAA wrestlers and knew what the names were and all. He did all his research and Conan's like, "What's that called?" You know what I mean? It's like, come on, man.
Yeah. So I mean, the Worlds Collide. It ended up being like you said, a decent show. Okay, wasn't nothing.
Yeah, it was a good show. I enjoyed it.
Because we know they can put on a show. Those AAA, the Lucha Libres, the wrestlers, they can put on a show. Because that's what we do.
Yeah, a lot of high flying stuff going on.
A lot of high flying.
You got an extra match out of it. You got an extra match out of it.
Yeah, we did.
For the PLE for it.
Yep, Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, let me get my guy. Hey, peace out. El Donde Mascara says peace out.
A goddamn mascara. Where's the mask?
All right. So what we got else going on? We got TNA going on that works too, because we can talk about NXT. We got TNA dropping. They doing things with NXT. You got Trick Williams still holding the belt. Everything happening against all odds. What just went on last week. So, hey, Trick Williams, they are invested, I guess, in Trick. They are invested, and they'll let Trick represent. So, with that, I can't. I mean, he's put on the show, and people like Trick.
Yeah.
But I'm still, But let me ask you this. This is one of my questions, real quick. Now, if you so TNA, you take the former or NXT wrestler, you put him as your world champion. Mm-hmm. So are y'all making yourself like saying that y'all are below WWE and standards? Because we supposed to be both main stage. So now you looking at it as in, TNA now saying that we a step down for the WWE, the main roster.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think it's just wrestling, right? Like, just because your champion hasn't been on the main roster doesn't necessarily mean you're a step down. I mean, there are a lot of wrestlers that are in TNA that haven't wrestled in WWE. Does that mean they're still a step down? No, they still have a great roster. They still put on a great product, right? But what's happening now is the thing called it's called story. You know what I mean? There's got to be a story to all this, right? Why does he have it? How long is he going to have it? Who's going to take it from him, right? So that's what all this is. But as far as being a step down and who the champion is and all that stuff, I think it causes good stories within TNA. You know, some of those folks over there who are disappointed in folks who, when Joe Henry dropped it and other guys could not pick it up. It causes stories just within TNA itself, right? You let this guy come in from WWE and take our title, and y'all can't get it back. You know what I mean? So
Right.
it makes for good story stuff, right? But I don't think it drops them down a tier. I mean, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying completely. Just me as a personal opinion, I don't think it drops down because, again, they offer stories when it comes to this, right? Because you still had TNA's champion at WrestleMania, right? You still had the TNA champion at Royal Rumble, right? You still had Jordynne Grace. She came into Royal Rumble as champion. Now she's main roster. So it kind of evens itself out.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Because it's just a quick. I had just a quick thought of it just like the other night when I was thinking about it, like, well, come on, TNA, let's get your team up, because you got Trick has knocked off Santana and Elijah within a week, and that's pretty. It's pretty good accomplishment. But the one thing too, he's also aligning himself with First Class, who are AJ Francis and KC Navarro. So he won a little back. I mean, a little TNA backup. Right. Why not? Yeah, why not? Hey, y'all already know what else happened last week. It was money in the bank. And Money in the Bank, hey, it is what it is, because it turns out to be.
You got some good calls.
Yeah. We called it beforehand, and
you called it. I just messed. My predictions was terrible.
And we ended up lucking up. I mean, I was thinking because at first, with Seth Rollins, we had this guy, and I was like, "Hey, Seth, is he going to win it? Because that's what you think is going to happen. Because he's going to be in that position. Is that going to happen? Maybe so." But then the other winner, Naomi, comes out, and wow, I was like, that was my dark horse, and she wins it. But she's been on the roll lately. But so, hey, we got to give it to her. We definitely got to give it to Naomi
Yeah,
for that win.
but it didn't work. But it didn't work for years and
She
years
is
and years.
putting in the work, and it's
Yeah,
be
I mean,
cautious.
she has been SmackDown champion once, and then after she left the promotion, she was the TNA Women's Champion. So it's not like this is unfamiliar territory, but she's never won Money in the Bank. So congratulations.
Right, right, right. Another thing that happened at Money in the Bank. Hey, I want to tell you, you better put some respect on this name. That man right there, R-Truth, as we say, Ron Killians, put some respect on it. After he was let go, he returned 7 days later at Money in the Bank and cost John Cena the match. Hey. So I love it. I love the whole R-Truth, the Ron Killians. Put some respect on it. The man cut his hair on national TV on Raw. I was like, oh, really? He's really going there. Like, right.
Yeah, yeah, and it's a good thing, right? Because now you're going from the comedian guy to the serious guy, right?
Yes.
You're going from R Truth to Ron Killings. You know what I'm saying? And these are two totally different people,
Yeah.
right? Same guy, two different people. So I really appreciate the what they're doing with him. Now, as far as the what Triple H said after enjoying the show or whatever, I think it's pretty well known that they weren't going to renew his contract. A lot of people were upset about it. Social media went ablaze about it,
Yeah.
and they brought him back. That's what happens. That's what happens. They heard the people, and they brought him back. And that's the one thing I can truly compliment Triple H on. If they do something and the people don't like it, they'll do what the people ask. And that's what I really love about Triple H in this new creative regime.
Hey, I just love the whole thing. I do. I love. I mean, R-Truth is a guy, and everybody loves him. And he came back, and then he, like I said, the whole different personality, coming straight real with it, and he's ready to beat some tail down. Like you said, put some truth, put some respect. That's what I meant on
Yep.
his name, as he
Yes,
said.
sir.
Oh, and what went on Monday night? Monday night. So that was a whole now thing. What happened on Raw? Jay Uso loses the title after a 51-day title reign. Loses back to Gunther. Did he deserve better than that?
Uh, I think his reign for me, is what I expected. I didn't expect him to hold the title long. I expected him to hold the title long enough to have people happy. Obviously that feel good moment at WrestleMania. You know, I thought it was kind of, with the sleeper hold, I thought it was kind of odd how he won it, all things considered. But he, what I'm saying, he had his moment, and the people still love it. It's not like without the belt, he's still going to come out in the crowd. Everybody's going to still yeet. Everybody's going to still wave. Everything's going to be the same. He's still just as hot as he was. He's just not champion, right?
Right.
So for me, it was just a matter of time. I think he might have had maybe. I think they maybe put some better opponents in front of him to make it his title reign a little more legit, so to speak. but I still did not and maintain. I thought he maybe have it for at least another month, but other than that, I really didn't. I just, yeah, I felt like he was probably going to lose it anyway. He was definitely going to lose it before the next big pay per view, or
And
sorry,
see,
PLE.
right, right, and that's the thing to me. I thought he would have lost it on a PLE if he's going to lose at that. At least the build up and crack up more skulls open and go from that. Not lose the title and then hop right into the King of the Ring tournament. Or yeah, so yeah, it is what it is. Hey, Jay, it was good. It was good. Yeeting with you. You know what I'm saying? One word, 4 letters. Yeet. So hey, and I just seen something kind of interesting while I was just looking through the web. Roman Reigns has wrestled. He did wrestle only 6 times in 2024, and 3 times in 2025. Is he getting to that Brock Lesnar, status where he's like a sometimer, and plus they are trying to renegotiate his contract of 15 million that he was making. Mm.
I don't know.
It's like, is he even worth 15 million to show up? Like, you showed up 9 times in the past year.
That's I don't know, man. That's a hard one for me to that's a hard one for me because he spent 4 years as a champion.
True that.
And that's a long time. That's a lot of wrestling. Those are a lot of dates. He deserves some time for himself. And let's also keep in mind that he is in remission from cancer.
Might be part of it. Might be a part of it. Yeah.
So that needs to be thought of as well. So as far as the time, I mean, I don't know if. Here's the thing: are you missing him?
A little bit here and there. Right. That's all. You guys, the people. The show's missing them.
Huh? But are you missing him?
Like I said, it could. I guess not really. You think about it in the long run. It's not really the missing them. Is he? Could he be there? Could he put a little? He's gonna have to show up to make a big, to get the crowd. I guess when he shows back up, keep him away for a long time, and then he can get the big pop when he shows back up. Because really,
he'll definitely
yeah. Because something's gonna have to. Something's gonna have to do.
Exactly.
So, right. Let's see here. Let me turn a little something down over here. All right, we got. Now I was just talking about it. The king and queen of the ring tournament. And with that, we got it's been going on for over a week now. They're gonna Night of Champions. That's when they're gonna come up with the final of that, and just go over real quick to see who's all in it. And right here we have on the women's side, Asuka, Stephanie Ventura, Raquel Rodriguez versus Ivy Now. And that is going to be who is going to take the last spot right there. This is going to incur the last spot because we already got who's already in it is Roxanne Perez, Alexa Bliss, and Jade Cargill. So this is happening tomorrow night. Who you think is taking that final spot?
Asuka. I believe it's Asuka primarily. She's just getting back from injury. I mean, she has always been a threat in the women's division. This would be the perfect time to put her back in at the, at the top, like they've done with Alexa right now.
Okay, I can see that Because
Yeah,
myself,
that's just
right. Because myself, I was picked in between Oscar and Stephanie Fekira. Because how fast are they going to move Stephanie along? And if she wins this, they just pushing her.
right. I think they're gonna put her in a feud here pretty soon. But yeah, I mean, you just can't. She just can't be in everything. I mean, she can, but she just can't be in everything. And I mean, you have established people there already. You know what I mean? She's good. She's very good at what she does. But Oscar's way better. I mean, better suited for this kind of thing. I should say. Let me say it like that.
All right. All right. All right. We got the men. Where's the men? So we got the men. This is I guess it's tomorrow night or next Friday, one or the other. So we got, I guess, tomorrow night. Matter of fact, because it wouldn't be Friday, I wouldn't think. So we got Jey Uso, who just got the bid in, as in he was the mystery uh, opponent, I guess you'd say. Bronson Reed, Rusev, and Sheamus. Who comes out to win on this one?
Oddly enough, it's a toss up for me, but I'm gonna say Jey Uso drops the title. You know what I mean? Now he's all of a sudden he was the last guy to get into this last thing for King of the Ring. Just saying, I mean, it makes a lot of sense now. Bronson Reed, you know what I'm saying? He's got a lot of backup to help him out too. So we'll see how it goes. But for right now, I'm going to say Jey, just because of the way things are rolling right now. It would be a sad situation for him to lose this match, unless shenanigans happen. It'll be a bad thing for him to advance in this match and after just dropping the title. Just doesn't for me. It wouldn't bode well for him.
Yeah, that's what I'm going on Bronson. That was my first thought because I was thinking shenanigans are probably going to happen. Because they usually do.
Absolutely.
So, right. So because especially when you have the big bad guy, and I forgot what they got a new name for the tag team now. I said, golly, Breaker. They got a new name, so I'm thinking you got him in the background, backing you up. You never know what could happen because they are good to come out. Woo! So we shall see. Okay, when the other men who are already in the King of the Ring, you got Sami Zayn, Randy Orton, and Cody Rhodes. So I mean, it's panning out pretty good for the men and women, as in the competition and what it comes down to these matches. So
I think Randy's gonna win the whole thing, King of the
Ring. I think I'm going with Sammy.
Has he ever been King of the Ring? Yeah. I mean, Randy ain't got too many more years like that. He's in fabulous shape. He's in fabulous shape. You know what I mean? But due to injuries and things like that, you know what I mean, he wants to be around and hang out with his kids and stuff. You know what I mean? So go ahead and give that man his flowers.
Give him to him now, like you say.
Give him to him now.
I feel you on that. I definitely feel you on that. All right. So with that, we're going to go, and this is just a little something I thought of real quick before we end up this show. Rank your champions of who champions right now. Your champions in the different divisions in your different companies. What's your ranking for them? So we're going to start off with the women. Why not? We have Io Sky, Tiffany Stratton, Toni Storm, Marshall Samovic, and Jacy Jayne.
Okay, so if I'm going to put them in the kind of order, I would go Io Sky. I would probably put them in the exact order that you have them in now, if I'm being honest. Maybe I might flip Toni Storm and Tiffany Stratton. Tony's got a lot more Lowry's on him, a lot more seasonings.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if I do that, I'll do that. I'll say Io, Toni, Tiffany, Masha, Jason.
All right. And see, it's funny enough. See, I'm a Toni Storm fan. I like Toni Storm because her cinematrix her whole picture, her whole vibe. She's the old black and white. She's the throwback. I just love her character.
Right, I get you.
So I'm
Some
put
people hate it, but I
right.
get you.
So I feel that, and I'm putting her right in front of. You already know EO Sky.
Yeah,
I had to get used to EO, so I'm throwing EO, and I like Tiffany too. I like it Tiffy times. I like Tiffy. She's young. In due
yeah.
time, she will get better, but I like her. She's all right. And what I've seen, and I'm keeping Marsha and JC just like I said, just where they are. So yeah, right. So we going
Oh
to the
yeah.
men. Going to the men. Slide to the men real quick. John Cena, Gunther, John Moxley, Trick Williams, and Oba Finman. Mm,
Let's see here. For me,
God.
I'm here. Okay, here it is for me. I would keep it just like you have it right now.
That's what I was looking. I was like, I didn't do it so
Now,
purpose.
I would usually, I would drop Moxley between Trick and Obafemi. I mean, just because he's the champion, but you never see the title. The title's locked up in a briefcase. You never see it, and so it's almost a given, but a non-existent thing in AEW right now, right? And you really always see him with the Death Riders, and never him lauding the championship because obviously they're trying to change the culture or do whatever it is they do, and and all that kind of stuff. But for the most part, if we're talking about just the run that they are currently on, obviously I'm gonna put Cena first, just because Cena, this is his last time, right?
Yeah,
I haven't
last
been a
run.
huge fan of his run so far, if I'm being honest. I mean, it's kind of there, but uh, 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 but it is his last run. So I will give him that. He has been one of the greatest to ever get in that ring, and one of the greatest to ever grab that microphone and talk to people. So he's definitely got to be there. Gunther is definitely going to be there. Number two, he is an old throwback wrestler. He puts on a great show. His chops are just
Devastating.
like they're just going to go through your chest. I feel him when he smacks somebody, and that's just like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I think I would leave it just like this.
I'm going. You know what? If I'm looking at it right now, I'm I'm gonna put Gunther in front of John. Even though John's, he goes to one of well, I'm going John Cena, and even though he's one of the all-time greats, 17 time he's, as they put it, but I'm right with you. His run right now is kind of, it's the character really. I guess his character, you used to seeing John one way. You used to seeing Cena the you can't see me, and it's like remembering Hulk Hogan back in the day. Eat your vitamins and say your prayers and stuff like that, and do right in
Right.
school or something. Make good
All right.
grades. And John Cena's the Mr. Make a Wish Foundation guy, and it's just
Right.
hard. I was feeling it when he first did it. I'm like, great. I'm glad that you did it, but just his whole his character just doesn't feel all the way right. I mean, I've heard people
Right.
say it, but it just don't. It's like they trying hard, but it's just not working all the way.
Yeah, it's just like you're getting the evil John Cena with the same music, same clothes, and it just says John Cena when he walks out. So it's just
Right.
like I don't know how to feel about it. You know what I mean? I feel something. I just don't know how to feel. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm right with you because I think they should have changed his whole clothing up. I think me and the missus we talked about that several times. Like they should have just went black. He should have went black or something dark,
Yeah,
something.
something. Make me not like you that much more.
Yeah. I mean, you can talk it on the mic, but
Right. And I'm a
yeah,
heel
your
guy.
appearance.
I love heels. Like one of my favorite wrestlers is a heel. You know what I'm saying? Like I love the heel. It's just I don't like heel John Cena. Not just because he's been a face for so long, It's just I'm not convinced that he's a heel.
Right, right. We have a couple. Hey, before we go, we got a couple, words, couple, comments came in. We had, Shannon, Owen, got got Owen, Trav. He's like, what's going on?
What's up, dude? Man, I went
Right.
out Cali right now.
Dang,
That's home.
sweet,
That's home. That's home. That's home for him.
sweet. Got Doctor Shannon Woods,
Thanks for peeping in, son.
and we got Doctor. It's D right here coming up. Another doctor. How we doing? Good afternoon. What else we got? Happy Father's. Oh well, thank you for the Father's Day to the ladies. Said Happy Father's Day to us. We got Dr. Brooks. Good afternoon.
What up?
Right. We got Mr. William. Will I am. You know what I'm saying? The man got you tired. It was burning up. Now the funny thing is, after I had it on, I started getting my glass started getting a little cloudy.
That hot breath.
It was good, but I was good with it. I could breathe. Wasn't too hot.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Mrs. Well, thank you, Dr. Brooks.
Yes, it was.
Hey, for last, let's wrap this up. But let me tell. Oh, I had this in my back pocket because my did you know for this week. It just a little something. Let's say this, just a little something of what's going on right now. Mr. Minion, former Minion, yeah, from back in the day, the Ministry of what was that? The Ministry of the Darkness. Yeah, the Ministry. Right. So, what he got going on right now? Minion. I mean, got a lot. His that name keep getting me. Median. Yeah. So, he's a chef now. He's a chef, and he runs a catering company. He's also talked about getting on the Food Network. And he's in the background of wrestling, back in in WWE right now. He's doing different things, as in booking, as in telling talent. He's talking about even trying to maybe manage one day.
Oh, yeah. And he's preparing all the food for catering. I don't know that.
I mean, who knows? They can always catch him in the catering section. So
Yeah.
so you wouldn't even thought about it, like of all people. I mean, like golly, he went from that and now he's, putting the catering together. I mean, doing it pretty good for himself. I think they did say.
Good. That's good to hear.
So,
hey, I always like to hear about after wrestling stuff. Man.
Yeah. Stuff. Did we even know that? I know I wouldn't have thought of that at all. So, with that being said, I mean, I'm about to close it up. Hit the bell. That's it for the for this time on episode number. We got
my hand.
That's it. Anything about the heel. That's that heel move. Like, come on, raise it up.
Yeah. Come on.
And snatch it.
And then snatch it away.
Right. Oh man, that's hilarious. So hey, people, another day, another submission session episode for you. So hey, keep in touch, subscribe to 54 Sports Network, where you can always find us. You can always watch us Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, Spotify, Apple, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music. We own. We are there. Check out our other shows during out the week. You know, 54 Sports Network got you covered on about anything in the sports world. What you got for them, T-Rock?
I get good. We seeing y'all again soon. Obviously, everybody check out Raw tomorrow, NXT on Tuesday, AEW on Wednesday, and SmackDown on Friday. We'll talk about it all again.
Yeah, once again, hey, y'all turned into submission session where we put you in a hole to make you tap out. Thank you, everyone. Peace.